All right, let's jump right into today's explainer. We're going to be breaking down a rapid-fire 60-second movie review of the film The Furious. We're going to sift through the core takeaways from the source material to figure out if this film actually brings enough adrenaline to earn a coveted spot on your watch list. You know, when you only have a super short summary to capture the heart of a movie, structure is absolutely everything. So let's unpack exactly what the reviewers highlighted to help us make that call.
Right out of the gate, the whole vibe of this movie is built on three massive pillars: intense fight scenes, explosive moments, and pure adrenaline. The source text makes it abundantly clear. If you are craving nonstop action and suspense, well, you're definitely getting it here. The review doesn't waste a single second philosophizing. It cuts straight to the kinetic energy of the film, which really sets our expectations right from minute one.
So let's kick things off with Section 1, the adrenaline rush, what works well.
The filmmakers totally leaned into what they do best here. The source review specifically calls out a pretty winning combination. We've got highly energetic cast performances, chases that'll literally keep you on the edge of your seat, incredibly stylish visuals, and a really entertaining pace. Basically, what you should take away from this is that The Furious knows exactly what kind of movie it is. It relies heavily on its actors to bring the kind of intense energy needed to sell those wild chases, and the stylish visuals really elevate it above your standard action fare. It guarantees the pace never, ever drags.
And the reviewers really hit the nail on the head here, noting that, quote, the action sequences keep the excitement high from start to finish, which is absolutely crucial for any action film, right? I mean, it's not just about throwing in one giant explosion at the very end. It's all about sustained thrills. The Furious seemingly delivers on its promise of non-stop momentum, so you're never left checking your phone or just waiting around for something cool to happen.
But of course, there's a catch. Moving on to Section 2. A familiar formula, the story's caveat.
There is a very obvious trade-off happening here. On one hand, you have all those ultra-stylish visuals and crazy action sequences. But on the flip side, you've got a super familiar story with absolutely zero surprises. The source explicitly mentions that the plot follows a very predictable formula. And honestly, it is so important to know that before you press play. The movie works not because it has some mind-bending, twisty script, but almost in spite of it. It leans entirely on that visual execution and relentless pacing to carry the whole shebang.
All right, let's wrap this up with Section 3. The final verdict. The bottom line.
The source review summarizes the whole experience pretty perfectly, calling it a fun ride for action fans that will keep you engaged. If you're specifically in the mood for a film packed with explosive moments and high tension, this breakdown confirms it is, for sure, worth your time. Actually, scratch that. It's basically a must-watch for genre fans. It's not trying to reinvent the wheel of cinema, it's just spinning that wheel really, really fast.
So, what does all that add up to? The final score comes in at a 7.5, a very solid 7.5 out of 10. Based on the review, this points to a highly entertaining flick that executes its core premise incredibly well, even if it does lose a couple of points for playing it incredibly safe with the narrative.
So here is the real question for you. Knowing about its thrilling highs, gorgeous visuals, and admittedly predictable lows, is a 7.5 enough to earn a spot on your weekend watch list? Knowing exactly what The Furious delivers, just pure unadulterated action and zero narrative curveballs, is this adrenaline-fueled ride making the cut for your next movie night? Let that simmer for a bit and think about what really matters to you when you just want to sit back and be entertained.